Hello, welcome to episode 30 of Photowalk Talk, the Photowalk and Photography podcast. I'm Martin, and with me, as always, is my co-host Sandeep. How are you, Sandeep? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, and good to do the recording, even though I know you'd find it boring without guests on our podcast, but we'll
It's
do
not
our best to make it
boring.
interesting.
It's not boring, but it's nice to have the guests, but it's also nice just to, we've got lots of things to sort of catch up on that we haven't had a
Absolutely.
chance to
Yeah.
talk about, so it's quite good. But yeah, we couldn't quite work out what time we were going to do the podcast, so we couldn't get a guest on this week, but it's
Yeah,
quite good because I've got a few things it'd be nice to chat about anyway.
absolutely. And those of you watching on YouTube, I look very serious. I'm in Dublin, which is why we didn't have a chance to work out when to do it in depth, and I look all very like I'm being interviewed by Martin, but it's not going to be. I can assure you.
Cool. So I've actually done some photography recently. I went out on Saturday. I
Yay,
know,
here we go.
amazing. I shot my first bit of film this year.
You're allowed
so
to
I
use the
went
word
to.
shot. Taking a photo.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to carry on using it because I can't
fair
stop.
enough.
So
It is difficult,
yeah,
to be fair.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I went to the Oxford Photowalk on Saturday, hosted by Dave Sadler. It was really good, really nice. I managed to get up there about right on time. I left at 9:15 in the morning for a 1 o'clock start at the Photowalk. Like 3 trains to get to Oxford, but I normally like to get there a little bit early and have a little scout around first, but I didn't have a chance. But I got there right on time. But it was a really good, really well organised. Dave knew the area well, and he was showing us various places where you could get good light and where you can get some good shots. He was really good. Handed out maps, and so if we got lost, we know where we were going, which was really good. Better than what I do. But I had a few sort of not. I don't know about disasters, but it was a bit iffy from the start, really, for me. So I took my stepdad's Leica 3A, which I got the other week. I'd loaded a roll of film in it about a week ago, and shot 2 pictures and then just brought it with me. So I get it out of the bag. It's got a brown leather case with a strap on it, and I thought, I've never put this strap around my neck. I'm going to check it before I put this thing around my neck.
Very wise.
Yeah, and I looked at it, and because it's probably, if it's as old as the camera, it's about 90 years old. And I looked at the strap, and there was some threads sort of loose, and I thought, oh, I don't know about that. And as soon as I touched it, the 2 pieces of leather came apart.
Well done for checking first.
Yeah, so luckily I didn't put that around my neck first. So I took the leather case off and just handheld it all the way around.
Yeah,
and so I shot a lot of pictures with it. Seems to be working. So, it's winding on. Shutter was firing okay, and a little way round. I sort of I got to a bit, and I was winding it. So, that feels different now. It felt like maybe it had come off the reel a little bit or something like that. So I thought, oh, do you know what? Doesn't matter. It's a roll of film that I found. I'll just rewind it, take it out, and see what. There we go. Took it out, and it was a 24 frame roll, and I'd gone past 24, so it was fine. I forgot,
good.
but I knew when I loaded it that it was 24, but I'd forgotten. I thought, oh, it's 24.
To be fair, that's
frame.
easily done. How are you metering as well, by the way?
Sunny 16, and I did have a handheld meter, but well, but mostly Sunny 16. Now comes problem number 2.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to what roll of film I loaded in it. It was ISO 100. I thought for some reason it was 200, which doesn't seem that bad, but it's an old roll of film. I don't know how long it is, so it's probably all underexposed. Colour.
I was going to say black and white's forgiving, colour might not be.
Yeah, not be. Yeah. Overexposing, fine. Underexposing is going to be muddy and horrible, but it is what it is. I didn't put anything else into it because I didn't know how it was going to work. And also you've got to cut the leaders on these old Leicas. You have to make the leader longer. So I wasn't going to take a pair of scissors with me or anything like that. So put the Leica back in my bag, got my Hasselblad out, and I took too many. I took a lot of cameras, but it turns out it was probably the right amount in the end.
Yeah.
So I got my Hasselblad out. That had a roll of film in it already. I hadn't shot it, and I must have loaded it last year.
You knew what it was?
Decided. Well, here we go. You're going to see where this is
There's
going.
a theme here, Martin.
Yeah, there was a little card in the back that said XX on it. Cinestill XX. I thought,
Card
that's
lied,
good.
didn't it?
The card lied. So, but worse than that, I put an orange filter on because I thought, it must be XX in there because I'm not that stupid to load a roll of film and leave the card in there from the previous roll of film.
It's going to be colour again, isn't
it? Yes. So I shot the whole roll. Now, not only did I shoot a roll of colour with an orange filter, I shot it at, what was it, 200, I thought 250 ISO, but it's a 400, it was a Fuji 400 colour film with an orange filter. But at the end, when I was winding it, it was the last sort of shot or two, I'd wind it and it wouldn't fire, and then I wound it a little bit more, it would. And then the very last one, it didn't fully wind and the mirror got locked up.
Oh.
And I couldn't free it. So I thought, I'm not going to try and fix that now. So that went back in the bag, having wasted a roll of film on that. Because I think with an orange filter on the wrong ISO, it's probably worth just binning.
Honestly, it's not. Well, I know there's a cost to it. It's still probably worth doing, and you can recover white balance to a point.
Yeah. I could convert it all to black and white as well.
There is that as well. So I'd still go for it.
Yeah,
but maybe I will. Maybe I'll set up.
So when I got home, take off the back and through the barn doors at the back, you can see a little screw. You just have to turn the screw, and it unlocked it. But the problem is that now every time you wind it, not every time, but sort of every other time, doesn't quite do it. So I think I need to take it in for at least a CLA and maybe a fix. So
it's a bit of a service by the sound of it.
So that's going to be put to the side for the time being until I can get round to getting that sort of serviced and have a look at. So hopefully it won't be too much. So after that, I got out my Pentax 17, and as far as I know, that was fine.
which
it was.
Sounds like the most reliable camera ever, which what people talk about. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully that was all right. So so I had a little bit of a disaster there. I mean, I shot some stuff on the Pentax 17, did about half a roll on that. So we'll see how that come out. But other than that, it was really good. There was a nice bunch of people there. There was, I think, about 18 joined. I think there was a few sort of last minute no shows or people that couldn't quite make it because the buses weren't working or something like that. But there was still, there's still a good number of us, including somebody from Crawley who lives not far from you.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Amazing, yes.
And then gone all the way up to Oxford for the photo walk.
Yeah, for a photo walk, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I think he's chatting. I think my wife knows his wife because they both worked for BA at some point.
Wow.
It's really strange.
We can take that one offline and work out and mention who exactly. But I'd be very interested.
Yeah. He had a Leica M6 Classic that he bought recently. So around about 1997, I think that he said it was from. Virtually brand new. I don't think it'd ever been used. It got it for, paid a lot of money for it, but it still had the little sort of like, plastic strip on the bottom of the plate.
Amazing.
Bottom plate. Mine is pretty clean and is well looked after, but this, I think it was bought, left in the box and never used, which is mad. Why people do that, I don't know.
I say relate to that. So I've been trying to sell my Nikon. I had a Nikon S3 year 2000, black paint, like one of 2,000 in the world. I did eventually sell it, and I had to take a little bit of a hit on it. That's fine. I still got a good price. The reason I'd taken in it, because I'd used it, and I'm talking tiny scuffs on the back of the bottom half of the leather case and on the back of the camera. And admittedly, where I banged it against a wall or something. There's a scratch on the lens barrel, nothing on the glass, nothing else.
Yeah.
Basically, people just wanted to buy a collector's item
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
keep it in the box and not use it. And that's why it took so long to sell. It wasn't
Yeah.
because it was a bad camera thing. The guy who's now bought it immediately said, "Oh my God, it's exactly as you described. It's really good condition." And I sort of listed it as, this is one you can use.
Yeah.
It took a couple of months to sell. So going back to what you're saying, I'm not surprised some people there is still available cameras boxed, untouched, because some people buy them as investments or
Investments. Yeah. It's
shelf
sad though, isn't it?
ornaments, or
Yeah.
let me get one, and they're not use
Yeah.
them because they're too scared to
I know.
damage them. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm
Sad
very
that.
much a buy it, use it
Yeah.
person, not buy. And look, each to their own, absolutely. But I'm very much
Yeah.
buy
No.
it, use it.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I'm very careful with my cameras. I'm quite, very, very careful, and I'll get really upset if I do any damage to it. But at the same time, they still got to be used. You know what I mean? You can't,
Yeah.
and if they do get damaged, well,
Look,
that's what
I'm as
happens. But
careful as I can be, but I
yeah,
have damaged cameras, but they're there to, the flip side of it, people look at these cameras that have been to war,
mm,
absolutely
yeah,
damaged and brass through to, I'm not going to use whatever phrase I'm thinking of,
yeah,
but, um, and they want patina. People have cameras now designed to have this
yeah,
patina look, and you're like, well, just
yeah,
use the camera and you'll get it anyway.
yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
no, it's great that he
Have you
had
been
it, and
up
I'm
to
glad
anything?
he's using it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So you've been up to any photography at all?
So I had a few films that were sent off. So I think I mentioned on the last podcast, I had a roll of double X in, met a friend in London, took loads of photos because he's got a nice classic Volvo, went and sat in the pub, looked at my camera and I was like, oh, it's still set on when I set photographs in still 800. The meter was set at 800. Sin still, it's either 200 indoor, 250 outdoor. And I had a bit of a moment of, have I wasted the 5, 6, 7 shots I took? And should I put the meter back down to 250? And I thought to myself, you know what? Black and white pushes really
Yeah,
well, and
yeah,
double X does. So I left the whole roll on 800, pushed it I pushed it 2 stops. When I sent it off, I asked
yeah,
him to push it 2 stops. Really, really came out well, really nicely, really good black and white. I'm not talking every shot of the 20, of the 30 or whatever it was, but the ones of my friend in his car came out really well. There's a lot of others that came out. It's on the Elizabeth line, so indoor, really, really bad word, but in
mhm,
the Elizabeth line tunnels and all the rest of it that came out. Really good shot, so that was good. And then there was a really nice sunny day. Can't forget the date. I loaded some Piranha P30. I have a lot of issues with Piranha as a company, but their black and white film, I can't lie, is good.
yeah.
So
It
I've
is.
shot half the roll, and then the clouds came. So it's, what is it, ATI? So, but the bank holiday weekend is coming. It's supposedly to be bright, sunny, so I'll finish it then. That's fine. I've got beyond the worrying about. Whilst I want to finish a film in a camera, in the old days, I'd want to finish it on the day. I'm kind of okay that it's going
Yeah,
to take a couple of weeks and all the rest of it. So no, that was good. Got my Hasselblad results back. I have to say 90% app, but I was still practicing with it, so I'm okay with that as
yeah,
well. And some color shots, so that was good. Um, Now I've sold the Nikon, and for the say viewers, listeners, I'd also sold a Contax G2, a Fuji X6, X106. Am I going to buy something else? I'm not sure. So my dilemma is, I say dilemma, it's a really nice place to be.
yeah,
I love my Olympus OM, and I've got a 1 and a 4 Ti. I've got my Hasselblad for medium format. I've also got a Nikon F2, which I might sell. Do I want another rangefinder or something else? I don't know, so I'm not going to rush into it. I
No.
love the idea of trying a Leica. I've tried a lot of the cameras, and you know, and with the prices and everything in the old days, you could buy them, and it's almost like renting them and sell them
Yeah.
for the same money. This won't happen if I do purchase a Leica, mainly because I want the new. If I did buy
Yeah.
it, yeah, I want fresh out of the box. And the second part of it, I'd want the lens to be like a glass, because to
Yeah.
me, that's part of the point. You know, Voigtlander and others do amazing lenses, and I know I can get probably even better glasses than Leica, but that's not what it's about if you do it. But I'm hesitating, and I'm going to make sure I make the right decision to do
Yeah.
it or not. So yeah, that's where I am photography wise.
Cool. That sounds good. Yeah. So I thought we. I know you like your watches, and I've sort of recently got
Yeah.
into watches myself. Another habit, another thing to buy things again. But so I thought I'd have a look at sort of watches for photographers, because I'd seen on Kickstarter recently a watch with a light meter
Yeah.
from Increment Labs. It's a digital watch on Kickstarter. And I think they've already over doubled their goal with 15 days to go. Yeah, so it's a digital watch with an actual full light meter in it. So enter your ISO, press the button, and it gives you combinations of shutter speed and apertures. And I think it's only £120, which isn't bad. That's if you get it on Kickstarter. I think it's going to be £185
Yeah.
when it goes to retail. But yeah, I mean, I think they're up to £68,000 with a goal of 28,000. So they've done really well, and it's looks like a nice little watch. I'm not sure, it's not something necessarily I'd buy. I'm pretty good with Sunny 16 myself, so I know it's
So
uh,
I'm kind of I'm not good with Sunny 16 because maths. I'm just not a numbers person, and I'm sure I'm just being very lazy about it. I'm sure I could be, but no maths. I think the increment thing is a great idea, and if you think about it, you can buy like Kex or CT Artisan light meters. I can't remember if it's the Kex or is it Revlog? I can't remember the name.
yeah.
Where you can buy a wrist thing for a light meter. So
No, right.
it's on there. So I get the whole. It's on your wrist. Is there. It's done. It's a watch anyway. I think that's amazing. Personally, I like a nice watch.
Yeah.
I like a nice analog watch, so I don't want something like that. But I'm not their target audience. I think what they're
No.
doing is amazing. So, if you're out and about with your camera and you've got a camera that doesn't have a built-in meter, if you just wear that for the day, it's easy, it's done. I don't know how
Mm,
accurate it is. I'm sure it's fine, because
yeah.
these days everything can be a light meter. My phone can be a light meter.
True.
So fair play to them. I think
Yeah.
great idea. And the prices you've quoted, a good light meter, again, Kex, all the rest of it, not that far off prices anyway.
No, no, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a good, spot meter can be like 400,
Yeah, you
£500. I
get a
mean, obviously
Gossa
this isn't,
meter or whatever, all the rest of it. Yeah,
yeah,
they're expensive.
exactly. So yeah, no, it's a good idea. Yeah, definitely. One that maybe is a bit more up your street then is the Nodus Obscura 2, which was designed with beers and cameras. And
Is
that's
that the one that has
an
the dial that spins and the bezel? Sorry,
yeah,
not
so
dial, the bezel
yeah,
spins and yeah, again, maths.
yes.
Sorry, you got to
Yeah,
put
but
stuff together and all the rest of it.
but you don't have to do the maths. You basically you just set what the ISO is on the dial, and you just look at whether it's like sunny or not, and it gives you some combinations of shutter speeds and things. But that's an automatic watch, and it's £490. But it's from a known watchmaker
Manufacturer, yeah.
manufacturer. Yeah, exactly.
So
It's a
again,
nice
look,
looking watch.
again, each to their own.
Mm,
I don't think it's for me, but I do think Some people will like it. I love the
Mm,
idea. I love the innovation. Um, so great. But,
yeah,
for
absolutely.
the price difference between that and the incident one,
Yeah, yeah.
I know which one that I would pick.
Yeah. Well, if we're looking at price
I know
differences, the next
I
one on
know
my
what you're gonna go
list,
to next. Go on.
yeah, is the Horage Lensman 2, which has got a similar sort of bezel exposure calculator on it, but that's between 5 and 6K depending on the dial color and the strap. But I
So
mean,
so in the words of Doctor Evil from, Austin Powers, "How about no?"
yeah, I mean,
I think the
it
price
is a
just
nice.
kills that one out of the bun.
Yeah,
No.
I definitely. I mean, unless you've got plenty of money. I mean, it's a nice watch, and it's again from a they're not I think they're only looking at their website. They've only been going for about sort of like 10, 15 years, but they actually manufacture their own in-house movements, and it's quite a pretty good movement on that. So you're paying for
Look at
the
your knowledge
watch.
about watches now that you
Oh, I
started
know.
buying
Yeah,
them.
look, when I start getting into something, I look into it
Yeah,
properly.
you
So
go
yeah,
for
I
it.
know all about movement. It's not one of these ones with like an off-the-shelf movement from Seiko or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's got its own in-house movement, and most of their watches on there are 6, 7, 8 grand, 10 grand. I think they've got
I
some
mean, look,
tourbillons.
I took a look on the website as part of our homework. So,
Yeah,
it's not a bad looking watch, but
no,
the
it's
quirk
not
of
to
it
my
for
taste. It's a little bit too
no,
much for
but
me, but
they're selling it on the quirk of the sort of metering. No, not for me.
no, no,
I'm not going to
no.
pretend otherwise.
No, definitely not. I don't. I won't be putting it out.
Yeah.
The one watch that does kind of tempt me, although I can't afford it, but and it doesn't
Don't
actually
say
have
the
any
Leica
photography.
one.
It doesn't have
Don't
any
say that.
photography
No,
features.
no, no,
Yes, the
no.
Leica
You'll be
ZM12.
buying the Leica watch, the Leica pen, the Leica keyring. You'll be like Joey from that episode of Friends where he's all decked out in Porsche, except you'll be decked out in Leica. No, no, no,
Yes,
no, no,
Leica
no, no,
cap,
no, no.
definitely. Yeah, no,
Exactly. No,
it,
no, no, no,
it
no.
is a nice watch though.
And I'm talking,
It's a,
this is me literally 3 minutes ago talking about buying a Leica camera. I'm still not going to be head to toe in Leica gear, Leica
no,
branded this, that, and the other. No,
no. I won't buy the other stuff, but I have to admit that I probably would never buy one. But it's a nice watch, the ZM12.
no, it's not, Martin.
But
It's not.
I think so. It's a
It's
nice
not.
looking watch.
No, there's better out there. No, no, no.
It's definitely better. Yeah, it's definitely better. But yeah. If anybody's in the market for and has got £6,000 spare and wants a Leica ZM12 to match their Leica M11 or whatever it is, I mean, let's face it, most people who have got Leicas these days aren't short on money, are they? So
I don't think that's fair because people can buy Leicas secondhand, may have had them for
true.
years and all the rest of it.
Even second hand now. I mean, I'm talking about
Yeah,
like a
no, the
digital
prices are
Leica.
up. I agree, but no.
I mean, you're talking about £8,000 for
Then
the
they're a
body
camera
only.
manufacturer. They're binoculars,
Mm-hmm.
microscopes. They're not a
Yeah.
watch manufacturer. So if you're going to spend that much on a watch, go for a proper Swiss
Oh yeah, I think. Well, I
or
think I would, but
Japanese or something
yeah,
manufacturer and get
yeah,
a real watch.
yeah. You don't fancy one of these AP swatches then?
Oh God, no! Look, I'm a massive Amiga fan, and
Mm,
I saved and saved and saved. And I'm lucky enough to have an Amiga Speedmaster, and then they did the Swatch Amiga Moonwatch and all the rest of it,
yeah,
and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I just don't want one. I want the
no,
real thing because it
yeah,
is basically here's the watch face, here's a collaboration, underneath is plastic battery, timepiece, and all the rest of it. And the funny thing
yeah,
around this AP one, especially, is you've seen all this Swatch shop shutting, fights,
yeah.
queue jumping, and all the rest of it. They've even said it's not limited edition.
No,
And
no,
the
exactly.
problem
There.
is this is a problem. I mean, God, I'm going to get on a soapbox now. Problem with all these sort of essentially limited edition or anything else, half the people buying it are just buying it to resell it.
Yeah,
They're not
exactly.
actually
Yeah,
buying it. The other half who are actual enthusiasts who would love it and cherish it aren't getting the opportunity to buy it because
no,
everyone's jumping into to buy it and sell it. And I hate that. I hate that about modern life.
Yeah, I know.
Again,
I
sorry,
don't.
I am on my
No,
soapbox,
absolutely.
but I
I
do hate
agree.
that.
I don't know why people buy them at the inflated prices. I just don't get it. I
Well, that's
would
that.
not pay.
I completely agree. There was talk around there were 300 and something new, and people are
Yeah,
buying them on £1,000 on eBay. When
yeah,
Swatches even said this is not a limited edition run.
no,
The reason there's a
it's
market,
bonkers.
unfortunately, to your point, is people are buying them as well,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
don't get
yeah.
that.
Don't buy them. Stop
And
these
you kill
people
the
in their
market,
tracks.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they'll stop doing
But
this sort of
unfortunately,
stupid
people
stuff.
really want it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I get you. I don't know why either. It's
Yeah.
a pocket watch for a start. It's not even an actual
I think
watch,
you
is
can
it?
buy. I think you can buy
The
a strap
straps for it,
separately,
but
but
they're
yes, it's a pocket
yeah,
watch.
yeah, yeah, and it's basically disposable because it can't be serviced. It has got an automatic movement, but it's
You
it's
can't change the
sealed
battery
and it
on it.
can't be. No, it's automatic. It's not. It's actually a mechanical
Okay,
movement,
I
so
didn't know that
it's
one.
not
Okay,
battery
fair
operated,
enough.
but it's unserviceable. It's completely sealed. So if it stops working, I mean, obviously, if it stops working within warranty, they'll just replace it. That's all they can do
Yeah,
to
yeah.
replace it. But if it breaks down in the next 4 or 5 years, it's done. Throw it in the bin.
Ridiculous.
But there you go. Yeah, there you go. Well, that was my little watch section.
Yeah.
So
Welcome to Photowalk me.
with
We're
some
talking
watches,
watches.
but it was vaguely photography related.
We're talking about with meters, so that's fair enough.
Exactly. But some other stuff that's going on.
Wide
So we
lux,
spoke
wide
to
lux, wide lux, wide lux, wide
yes.
lux.
Let's talk about wide lux. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's old news now, but I mean, I was just having a look, and there's 19 left to
Which is
purchase currently.
amazing. So look, I'm not a wide shooter, so the Hasselblad X-Pans and Fuji XT1s and all the rest of it. The wide lux is more than that, to the way that swing lens, I think it's called, or whatever it works.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing that it's Jeff Bridges, the people from what's her magazine, Analog Photography, but I forget the name.
Yeah.
It might be Silver Grain or something.
Yeah. I think it is Silver Grain, isn't it? That's
It
right.
is Silver Grain.
Right.
And they've
Yeah.
recreated this camera out of love.
Yeah.
And, this first release, I think, was it 350 cameras?
350 of them is in the initial run. Yeah.
And
the
I think it's about
left.
£3,800, different,
Yeah.
whatever.
3,250.
Right, that's good. They're special, they're marked, they're hand-built, they're all done.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds ridiculously expensive. I don't think it is for what you're getting. And
No.
what they've also said is, these are special marked and blah, blah, blah. But we get this done, we can start mass producing probably at a cheaper price.
Yeah.
So I've got all the time in the world for this. I think it's brilliant. Again, not for me because I don't do wide, but that doesn't mean I can't say this is amazing. And it is.
No.
It is really,
no,
cool.
I agree. Yeah,
Cool.
no, I like the look of it. It looks great. Yeah, not for me either, but it's definitely for some people. And I think it's great. Yeah, being able to recreate something like that. I wish there was other stuff people would recreate. But yeah, no, it's good. I'm behind it. Yeah, I mean, not that he needs my backing. I mean, they'd probably like it if I bought one, but yeah, no, it's good.
So is
something
a
little bit cheaper though? Oh, go on. Yeah,
I was going to say, do you know if it's 19 left that doesn't meet its goal, or because it's not Kickstarter?
No,
is it?
No, it's not
just their own
Kickstarter. So I
website.
think,
yeah.
So I think they're only going to do 350 to begin with, and so. But I think they're going to make them no matter what. I think there's only 19 more available.
These ones, especially,
yeah. And I think
you should buy one.
It's going to take up to a year.
You'll love it. You should buy one.
Yeah, not sure about that. Well, I'm sure I would love it. I'm sure it'd be great. But yeah, I've got 3,250 quid at the moment.
And fair enough.
Maybe if I sold a few. Well, no, even if I sold a few cameras, I still wouldn't have enough of that. But yeah, never mind. Yeah, I was going to say there's something slightly cheaper is who we spoke Alfie, the Alfie box, who we spoke to Dave Faulkner. That Kickstarter has now gone live.
Oh,
I think it went live today. It's already got 50% of its target. Got
amazing.
30 days to go. So
That's such
that's
a
really
cool
good.
concept. So that's the one you can almost
Yeah.
develop within the box and all the rest of it. So
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Packages start at £175, which is a fair bit cheaper than the 3,250, up to £500 for a complete kit,
Yeah.
which has all sorts of bits and pieces. But I think for the £175, you get the box and a pinhole lens and some of the chemicals and stuff like that
And that's
to
amazing.
do your, yeah. It looks really good. I'm hoping he meets his target, but it seems like he will, already at 50% on day one. So it should be good. I can't remember exactly what the target was. Let me just see. It is the target is 41,500. Oh, and it's just gone up to 24,000. So he's got
So that's
65
good. So
backers
it's
already.
amazing for one
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
It's
really
really good.
good.
So I'm pleased for him. Hopefully, that'll get fully backed and that will come out. So another new camera, which
Cool.
should be good. Um, Something else new that was, I don't know if it was today. It was, no, it couldn't have been today. It was sometime last week. But Cosmo Photo, Stephen Dowling,
Oh,
has
he's
got
done a new
a
film, isn't he?
new film director, which is bulk rolled double X, and it's £9.50 a roll, which is not bad. I think he sold some at the Photographica show
Yeah.
on Sunday. I think he was supposed to be doing a photo walk with the Photographers Gallery, but for some reason that's been postponed or cancelled or whatever. So I think
Okay,
it'll be
that's a
going up
shame.
on sale on his website. So so another source of double X, which is always good.
So it's definitely double X, because I've not read too much about it.
Yep.
I've seen his film.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely double X. It's he says that himself. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fully announced on his webpage. It's called Director, but it's Eastman Kodak's, much love, 5222 double X black and
Yeah,
white
that's double
cinema
X,
film.
yeah. Which
Yeah,
is one of
right.
my favorite black and white films. So
Me too. Yeah, I'm really getting on board with that now. I bought some. I've forgotten where I got it from, but it comes in a little black tube, not box thing. So yeah, I've bought a few rolls of that recently, which when I get my cameras fully working and stuff like that, I might shoot some more off, because yeah, I do like that. I think I might actually have some in my other Leica at the moment, so I might have to go out and shoot that. So I
look
think
at you.
that's
My other cameras are Leica.
yeah. My other, my
Here's my
two
Leica.
Leicas
My
now.
other cameras are
I've got
Leica.
two Leicas.
There you go.
Two Leica. I think he's only got so there's
I,
500 rolls. I think there's 500 rolls
I
in the
think he had
first
an
batch. I
initial
think.
run of small, and then there might be more
Yeah,
released, something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is good.
Yep,
More film, always good, and that's
absolutely.
a really good one. And then and then finally we've got the digital film back. Which they've been around for
That
ages, haven't they?
Yeah, but they did. This is the whole point I was talking about. It is, oh my god, they got a huge, way over and above target. So for everyone listening, this is a sensor that goes into into a film camera. They have it for sort of SLRs. They also have a special version for Leicas. And the idea is you can use a film camera, but no hassle of actually using film, in terms of it's a sensor onto straight to digital, and you can download it and all the rest of it. So I think the concept is
Yeah,
amazing for people who want to use old film cameras, but excuse my language, can't be asked with the whole hassle of loading
yeah,
film. Does it load correctly? Have I highlight? Blah 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 blah. And I think they got like 4 or 5 times their target and done. So fair play to them. Not for me,
yeah.
but fair.
No,
I can. I on this one, I wholeheartedly disagree with it, because if you're using film camera, have a film camera. But I wholeheartedly understand why people like it and want to do it. I just hope for everyone who buys it, the reality is the same as the promise.
yeah,
And they get the most
absolutely, it
out of it.
is. Yeah, definitely. I mean, because I see why. Because film cameras, I think, feel better in the hand.
Exactly.
yeah,
So I can understand why people want to
they
use
definitely
them.
feel better. Yeah. So, but film is getting more expensive now. Development is getting more expensive. Scanning is getting more expensive. If you can reuse that film camera, have that same feel, but shoot digitally, why not? I mean, I think they've been around for a while, and they had an older version which you had to change the whole
yeah,
back.
exactly. I do just think that.
And it was, but this is a lot smaller now, and you can just sort of fit it in somehow. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it's now got like a 20 megapixel sensor, and I think it's like APS-C sized, which isn't a bad size. So obviously, any lenses you use will be, you'll have some kind of crop factor in it, but I mean that doesn't really matter. But yeah, no, it's a good idea. I think they're currently out of stock on them. I had a look on the website earlier, and you can't actually buy them at the moment. But so they're obviously
they were way oversubscribed on their Kickstarter, and fair play.
Yeah, it's good. It was a good idea. I mean, I keep saying that I want one of those digital backs for my Hasselblad. So, and I don't think it's quite as expensive as the Hasselblad version. So
that's a slightly different price level you're going for.
it is a bit, yeah. There's so many things I want. My shopping list is massive, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any of it anytime soon. But never mind.
Fair enough.
Oh well, yeah. That's all the stuff that we had. I suppose we'll have a look at what Photowalks are coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's actually next sort of week or so is a little bit quieter. We've had a really sort of busy couple of weeks with lots going on, but the next couple of weeks are a little bit quieter. But I think it's sort of like the lead up to summer. I think hopefully, June is obviously the big film photo walk for Analog Wonderland, which obviously isn't on photowalk.me.
Bastards. Anyway.
I know, outrageous. I'll have to have a word with Paul about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's going on in June anyway. So there's going to be lots of photo walks there. I mean, they're probably mostly sold out now. But I mean, check out Analog Wonderland's site if you want to go on any there. But one's on photowalk.me. If you're in Canada, there's one in Toronto with Bill Smith again. He does lots of photo walks in Toronto. That's on the 23rd of May at 10 o'clock. You've got one in Karachi.
Wow.
So if you're in that's Pakistan, I think, isn't it, Karachi? Yes, yeah. So that's on the 24th of May at 12 o'clock. So if you're in Pakistan, make your way there. Explore rural life in Karachi, and then there are two Wex photo walks in Leeds. They're all both on the same day, but one at 10 o'clock and one at 2 o'clock. They are ticketed. But I think when I looked at it, there's a code that you can put into their website to get a free ticket. So if you go through on look at the event on my photowalk.me, you can find a code to get a free ticket to go to that. And it's it's an OM system photo walk with somebody called Rohit Bhattari, who's sort of, I think, doing a talk as well. So there's two of those.
That's cool.
Then on the 30th of May, there's a Paddington and Little Venice photo walk with Kevin Hendrick. That's a paid one. I think it's
so is that the bear
£7.50.
that's taking you around?
Yeah.
Because I'd go to that if it's the bear. If it's just a station, that's really boring. But if it's the bear, I'm coming.
Well, there's actually around that area is actually really nice. I didn't realise.
It is really nice.
Because I used to work near Paddington about 30 years ago. And I hadn't been there for ages. And I went there, I don't know, sometime last year. And it's just completely changed. You go out in the back of it and there's all these...
It's very posh. It's because of the canal
and stuff like
and
that.
all the rest of it as well. It's all really
exactly.
developed.
So it's really nice around there.
But if it's the bear, I'm
there's
going.
Lots of stuff there.
But as long as the bear's not walking me, as they seem to do... I'm going to be really not controversial. As long as Paddington's not holding my hand and taking me to the pearly gates, I'm fine.
There definitely is a Paddington there, isn't there? There's one of those colourful.
There's one in the station.
Statues.
Yeah,
just outside by the canal, I think. So that's those are the photo walks.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So if anybody fancies organising one, go to photowalk.me. There's a page on there that tells you how to do it. It's really easy. Dave, who did the Oxford one, it was his first photo walk, and he did really well. It was really good. I think he enjoyed it, and got
Well, it's
plenty of people
amazing.
to
He
go
did
along.
maps and everything, so that's really well
Yeah,
organized.
exactly. Yeah, no, he was really, really good. So he said he might do some
So
more,
again,
so that'd be
Martin,
good.
is you and I need to do once, whether
Yeah,
separately or
yeah,
together.
yeah,
So
yeah. Maybe in the summer we'll sort something out. But
absolutely.
yeah. Also, I thought just before we sign off, say. If anybody, we've enjoyed having the guests on that we've had on. If there's, and we're happy to talk to all sorts of photographers. If there's anybody that really would like to come on and talk to us and tell us about what they're doing, and or they've got any work they want to show, and they've got a photo book coming out, and you want to come and talk to us, we really enjoy speaking to you. You can just email us at podcast@photowalktalk.net, and maybe we can arrange to get you on and talk about
Absolutely.
your photography projects. Yeah, be great.
Brilliant.
Excellent. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening. If you have any comments or questions, please email us on podcast@photowalktalk.net. I think I got that right, photowalktalk.net. Make sure you subscribe to get new episodes as and when they are released. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take care.
Cheers. Cheers. Bye.